Hello everyone, my name is Gemma Geisler, and my chosen BioBit topic is on how horseshoe crab blood is used as medicine and is important in scientific medical studies today. In this presentation, some of the main points I will be covering are why horseshoe crab blood is used, how horseshoe crab blood is used, and some of the controversies about using horseshoe crab blood as medicine. So I chose these two pictures here because it really illustrates the blood of the horseshoe crab. The one on the left shows the blood and the veins of where it's placed in the horseshoe crab's body. And I liked that it also shows the color of the blood, which is blue. And on the right, it shows the extracted blood of the horseshoe crab in a lab bottle. So some of the overview and facts. So horseshoe crabs have a scientific name of Limulus amoebicate, and they've been around since even before the dinosaurs were alive. There are actually horseshoe crab harvesters out there, and in a study done by the Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission, about 100,000 to about 150,000 horseshoe crabs are brought in to get their blood extracted yearly, with 464,482 crabs brought into biomedical facilities just in 2018 alone. They are quite ugly and scary looking to some, but they are actually really special and unique creatures. Horseshoe crab blood does not look like normal blood, as I stated before. In fact, it is actually a milky blue color, and it is that way because it contains a very minute amount of copper, and it's often described as looking alien-like. So who discovered it and how does it work? In 1960s, Jack Levin and Frederick Bang, who are based out of Woods Hole, Massachusetts, discovered that the horseshoe crab blood had bacteria-fighting properties to it. This was discovered by injecting the horseshoe crabs with bacteria at different levels to see how toxic it could get. And from this, they figured out that the bacteria actually was clotted by the blood, therefore detecting the presence of danger. Frederick Levin then went on to create LAL, which stands for Limulus amoebicate lysate. This specifically is the extraction of a protein in the blood cells of the horseshoe crab, and it is this alone what detects bacterial endotoxins and produces the clotting, which occurs almost instantly. The Smithsonian published an article on how the extraction process works. Each horseshoe crab that is captured has about 30% of its blood extracted, and then that blood is used for Limulus amoebicate lysate in a lab. Then subsequently, the crabs are returned back into the ocean. So how is it used today? Now you might be asking, well, what does it detect bacterial endotoxins in, and how is it used today? Now, in the present day, we use Limulus amoebicate lysate to detect bacterial endotoxins in vaccines, various different drugs, medical supplies, and medical administered fluids using the same method of injecting the Limulus amoebicate lysate into the desired sample and seeing if clotting occurs, in turn saving millions of lives and ensuring safety. Something very interesting I found in my research is that for every COVID-19 vaccine shot administered, a horseshoe crab was used to ensure its safety. The COVID-19 vaccine was created rather quickly under the time constraints given, and a major part of how that was possible was because of the Limulus amoebicate lysate testing done. Now, there is some controversy over the use of horseshoe crabs, and part of that is not knowing exactly how many of these crabs die in the process, but estimates show it can range from just a few percent to 30% or more. However, studies done by the International Union for Conservation of Nature have also shown that the horseshoe crab population was labeled vulnerable in 2016, but since then has increased to where they are no longer labeled vulnerable. The conclusion. So overall, this is a groundbreaking discovery that the horseshoe crab can be used like this in the first place. Finding the use of the limulus amebicate lysate changed the way modern medicine is approached and how we can verify that the use of vaccines and different drugs is safe for humans. Having the peace of mind we won't get deathly sick because we have the horseshoe crab protecting us. And that's my works cited.